Good morning. I had to make sure we was live. Looks like I've been live for like 40 seconds this morning. I sure hope so. I do believe I am live. Good morning, and welcome to Bonnie and Clyde Show. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you all are having an awesome morning already. Let's get ready to jump right on into it and check out Yahoo Finance. And we'll start right off with the futures this morning. It looks like everything is in the green that I can see on here. If this thing is right, which sometimes it's not right, but if it is, it looks like the only thing in the red this morning is crude oil and gold. Gold's lost a few dollars. Silver is gaining a little bit, 2 cents, holding steady over $18. So that is awesome. Good to see there. S&P futures up, Dow futures up, NASDAQ up, the Russell 2000's up. Let's go over and take a look at our portfolio that lost another 2% yesterday. Holy smokes. We're pedaling backwards here. We're pedaling backwards. The good thing about it is it's some of our lower key stocks, but our dividend stock is gaining ground. Still not good though, still not good. But like I talked about before on a previous stream, our dividend stock had cut our dividends this quarter anyways, so that was a nightmare story. I don't know what happened, if it was something to do with the government or what, but I'm gonna have to reevaluate that stock, because if they're gonna cut dividends anytime somebody catches a cold, then I'm gonna have to get out of that stock. I was in it because I thought it was gonna go somewhere. It's just a small stock to do with real estate. They're holding steady on price. They had record revenues, record everything this quarter, and cut the dividend out. Something's wrong with that picture. But it's alright. So that's our portfolio at Bonnie and Clyde's. And let's go over here to Yahoo Finance and see what the big stories, if they've got any big stories this morning. See if anything is gonna stand out that we can take a look at. Just it's the futures are rising on unrest. You'd think it'd be the other way around. You'd think it'd be falling on unrest, but the U.S. There's an article. The U.S. economy shed 2.76 million private payrolls in May. Ouch. That's what I keep saying, guys. Unemployment and job loss is out the roof. So I can definitely understand why things are tight on people. Man, we've got to get turned around here at some point. The stock market keeps going up on the funny money to infinity and beyond. Alright, that's about enough for the market for right now. Let's see what the weather is in your neck of the woods, in your neighborhood. How's the weather gonna be today? What's it starting out like? Let's take a look here and see the temperatures around the nation. What do they look like? Right off the bat, it looks like on the East Coast we've got 70s in the South. Just trying to see how far the 70s stretch north. It looks like the 70s go all the way up to the lower part of Pennsylvania, starting in Maryland, all the way south into Florida, where the highs in Florida looks to be in the Panhandle today at 80 degrees. And as we head towards the West Coast, the Mid-South, Texas, Louisiana, New Mexico, that is all in the 70s. And it looks like it's warm in Corpus Christi at 81 degrees, the hottest spot on the map. As we head on over to the West Coast, it looks like the West Coast is in the 60s, with a real warm spot in Las Vegas, 80 degrees. Las Vegas with the money is heated up. Hot this morning. Let's check out as we go up the West Coast towards the Northwest. It looks like we get into some of the coolest weather in the nation, with the temperature coming in at 45 degrees in Oregon, so another chilly morning. Low 50s in Washington and Oregon, Idaho, and the western parts of Montana, and even into the western parts of Wyoming. So that's the coolest part of the nation again, on the West Coast. As we head back in the middle of the United States, North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, all in the 60s, all the way across the map, all the way over to the East Coast. So it looks like the 60s are in the north central part of the United States and the Northeast. And right dead in the heart of the United States is in the 70s, Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska, all around in the area there. Colorado reporting some 50s, but everybody else in the area is in the 60s and 70s. So it's not too awful bad, just that brisky start through the day on the West Coast again. Let's go check out the radar and see if we've got any rain. And there it is, guys. It looks like the rain is up around the Great Lakes today. Parts of western New York catching rain. Yes. Illinois and South Dakota. So that's the rain up in the north. Out west, it looks like there's spotty showers out in Nevada, the lower part of California, down into Arizona. That's just light hit and miss showers around that area. And then looks like we got quite a little bit of precipitation in the Gulf Coast through Louisiana and Florida. Looks like it's going to be heading east. So the south could see showers throughout the day. Alright, so it's not too awful bad, but showers throughout the United States hit and miss. So that's the weather. I hope it's beautiful in your neighborhood, no matter how it is. Let's head over to the Twitter sphere. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Good morning, and thanks for being here. Let me pour me a cup of coffee before we take a look inside a Twitter sphere. And Bonnie is in the chat this morning. Welcome, welcome. She seems to liven the show up no matter where she goes. That is awesome. We do appreciate Bonnie for joining us this morning. Thank you so much. The awesome Bonnie. Let's take a look over here and see if we got us any information in Twitter sphere on some coins and stuff outside of what the president has to say. He's all the time on Twitter ranting about something, and it looks like this morning he's hollering about law and order. That's his big tweet this morning. He wants to send in the Army, the Navy, Marines, and the Air Force, and be real tough and handle the American people. Alright, as for coins this morning, there's an article that come out from the Coins blog talking about the 10 rarest coins in the world. I'm going to open this article up and just take a peek at it and see what it happens to say. It looks like they've got 10, starting with number 10. Let's take a look at these rarest coins in the world. Number 10, The 1804 bus dollar, class 1, $3.88 million. Holy smokes. Number 9 is the 1 million gold Canadian maple leaf. Nice. That is nice looking maple leaf there. 99999 fine gold, 100 kilograms, pure gold, $4.02 million. Whoa! Number 8, the 1804 silver dollar, class 1, $4.14 million. I think I have about 6 of those. Good luck with that. Here we go. Number 7. We're already up to number 7, and it is a 1913 Liberty Head nickel. Wow. $4.5 million. Holy smokes, boy. Nickel. You've got to be kidding me. Let's jump on up to number 6. Now we're looking at some really older coin here. A 1343 Edward III Florence $6.8 million gold coin. Nice. Number 5. The 1787 Brasher doubloon, $7.4 million. Ouch. Number 4. And here we go, guys. 1907 St. Gaudens, $8.5 million. I think we have 3 of those. Huh? Right. All right, let's move up to number 3. We're almost to number 1. We're at number 3 on the countdown. 1794 flowing hair silver dollar, $10 million. Nice. These are the rarest coins now in the world. Number 2. Very nice. You guys are gonna know what I'm talking about. It's the 1877 half union $50 gold piece with the Liberty Head lady there and the eagle on the back with the shield. $50. $15 million. That is number 2. Now, the number 1 rarest coin in the world. The 1849 double eagle. $20. $20 million. I want to read a little bit about this one since it did make number 1. 1849 specimen to be the rarest and most valuable coin in U.S. history. It dates back to the California Gold Rush. When this gold coin had a $20 value, before 1849, the highest denomination for the United States gold coin was $10. It was minted in Philadelphia, and there is only one known in existence. The double eagle is located at the Smithsonian Institution. So there you go, guys. If you've got one of those, you are in business. Because there's only one known, and it's in the Smithsonian, the 1849 $20 gold piece. Double eagle. Wow. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed that little article there that will come from us from Twittersphere, courtesy of Coins Blog. Check them out on Twitter at Coins Blog. Let's see what else they're talking about down in here and see if we can see anything else that grabs our attention this morning. But that was a headliner there. Nice little article, nice little article. Alright, I'm not seeing a whole bunch, so let's get out of Twitter sphere. Thank you all for joining us, and you can always go check out Bonnie and Clyde Coins on Twitter at Great USA Coin Hunt. And that'll be us over there on Twitter. And let me just... You got the @GR, the number 8 USA Coin Hunt. That'll get you to Bonnie and Clyde's Twitter. Don't really have a lot on Twitter. We are not really active on it, doing a whole lot of stuff on it. But we stuck it on there just so we could see articles and things and follow people and see what different people were saying. But if you want to get a hold of us over on Twitter, we welcome you over there. Come on, let's get on the Twitter sphere. Let's get this Twitter going and rolling. We got lots of other things too, Instagram, all of that stuff. We can get all these accounts rolling along. Thank you guys, we appreciate it. All right, now do some more coin articles, guys. We're moving right along this morning. I hope everybody's enjoying that information. I happened to notice an article in Coin Week this morning when I opened it up. I must have missed it the other day. And talking about the Great U.S. Mint Silver Coin Swindle. And I didn't read the whole article, but what apparently they are talking about here is how once they transitioned over from silver to clad, what they were doing was taking a bunch of the silver right there at 64, the silver coins from 64 down, and was putting them and melting them down. So even though the mintage number on a lot of those coins are still at a certain number, a lot of them got melted because they could sell the silver bars at a higher premium. So that's what they were doing. They were melting down the silver, making bars, and getting more for the product. And the whole time they were jacking up the numbers on the 65, 66, 67 coins to make up what they had melted down in silver. But that was my take from a little bit of the article. I didn't read the whole thing, but I thought you guys might find that interesting. It just goes to show that even though they say there is a lot of coins that can be had by the numbers, that doesn't necessarily mean that's so true. Because a lot of coins have gotten melted down, so they have become scarce, and will probably be scarcer and scarcer throughout time. You imagine how many other people have melted down coins, so that's taking them right off the market. All right, I see that we're over there talking about, and that is the headline still yet in the Mint News blog site. The 2020 basketball coins coming out, and they will be available tomorrow. They usually let out their products at noon. Gonna jump in and you want to get some of those first coins, you might be wanting to get in line as soon as you can tomorrow around noontime and snag up some of those coins if you want them. And let's see, I wanted to see, we knew that the Kennedys came out and these basketball coins are coming out. I wanted to take a look at the Mint, at the product schedule, and see what was coming out next week, what we missed. Okay, so after that, after the June 4th launch of the basketball, it looks like everything with the date is still to be determined. So who knows when they're coming out with whatever. And like I was saying, guys, I just want to click on this and see if they're still available. And yes, these are still available, but the price is starting to go up. It's starting to be the 2020 silver proof set. Starting to gather a premium, but they're still available. Not for long, probably. Alright, so that's coin articles for today. Thank you. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed the coin articles today. Let's go over and check out some headlines in the news. This is where I get on my rants. I'm not going to do it this morning. I'm going to let the protest be the protest, and I'm just going to stay out of it. I've had my little rants on how I don't like them tearing up stuff and all that stuff, so I'm just going to stay out of it and just look at the articles. Gotta love it. Emotions come out live and you can't take it back. It's there. And that's just the way it goes. I wouldn't have it any other way. So, over here in the news this morning, U.S. news. Says what's grabbing headlines now is how the police apparently are getting hurt in the line of duty. I'm not sure what happened here, but it looks like a police officer was fatally shot at an Alabama motel. They've got a couple people in custody for it. I'm not going to speculate on the story. I haven't read it. I don't know what it's all about, but I'm sure the story will be everywhere. Bonnie will call you back. I could see on the caller ID what that was. I've got to get these phone lines out of here in the morning when I do these live streams. It's on the caller ID. Let's see what else we got on the news article. Sorry about that, guys. A little episode live, and when you're live, things gonna happen. So everybody knows the protests are still going on, still going. The protests are one thing, the riots are another. What does that say? It looks like an article's come out. 6 Atlanta police officers charged in forceful arrests of college students in cars. Yeah, they're dragging them out of their cars. If an officer walks up and they happen to say, "You," then you're coming out of that car one way or another. I've seen them stabbing tires, breaking out windows. And I'm still not sure what those poor people did. I think they just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. And once it started escalating, there was nobody that come and said, "Wait a minute, what are we doing here? Stop for a second. Let's find out some information." It was bus windows, slashed tires, tase, whatever it took to get those people in cuffs. I was like, man. And I didn't see him doing that much. I don't even think I seen him resisting at all. But those officers are on edge. So let's see. I see food this morning. A homemade fish sandwich. Oh yeah. Well, they can keep that. I'm not a big fish eater, and I'm not wanting to hear about too many fish sandwiches this morning. Too early for that. In my neighborhood, anyways. Alright, that's about all the news on that site. Let's jump over here to this site right here and see if we can find any other news. Protests, and more protests. But you have to kind of separate the two. It's protests, and then there's riot. protest and rioting. Seems like the protest is one thing, and then once they start breaking into stuff and tearing us up, it becomes a riot. So, protest, riot. Got to separate the two. It's not the same. And the news is absolutely disgusting. They have turned this into a race war. Everybody said it was going to happen. The agenda, they've been working at it for so long now. People that can think and are reasonable and know how to separate the good news from the crap. And you know that they've been doing it for years now. They've been painting out the white man as the bad. White man bad. White man bad. And now something like this happens and it's all white people are bad. Unreal. So the people that's been planning this, their plan seems to be working. Because people are not stepping back and saying, wait a minute, this isn't right. It's not right. It's not how it's supposed to be. Talking about more racial stuff. Las Vegas police officer in grave condition after being shot in the head. Yeah, we don't need things like that right there, shooting people, and it's not right. Seems like George Bush has decided to make some kind of public statement about the George Floyd protests. Just crawl back in your hole, George. Crawl back in your hole, Obama. Just stay out of it for now. And I don't see anything else here. Now, how in the world they're saying anything could be going Joe Biden's way, talking about some primaries and stuff like that. The man cannot even hold a sentence together. Unreal. If you've ever watched that man talk, he cannot complete a full sentence from beginning to end and stay on topic. It's unreal. And it looks like there's a lot of tension in New York between Mayor de Blasio and Governor Cuomo. So maybe they'll work that out up there in New York. Who knows? So that's about it for today, guys. Thank you so much. We do appreciate you guys joining us. Thank you so much. That's about all I can fit into the morning show this morning. I've got to get out of here before the market opens. If you guys ever think of anything that you want to talk about, try to get it into the chat and I'll see if I can look it up or talk about it in some way. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to the chat over there, and I apologize. My focus is just on trying to get through this little section that I want to do. Try to make it interesting for you guys. But thank you so much. We appreciate each and every second that you guys spend with us. It's much appreciated. You all have a great hump day. And we'll see you tonight. Thank you so much. Bonnie and Clyde Coins. For all your needs. Thank you so much. We'll see you